June 2018 Hong Kong International Numismatics Fair World and Ancient Coins Signature Auction was true to form, a showcase for astoundingly rare and fascinating world coins. Over 800 coins hit the auction block and raised more than $3 million. In this video, I'll take a quick look at just a few of these. To kick things off on a high note, there is a spectacularly rare 1898 Dragon dollar from the Chekiang province, better known today as the Chekiang province. This coin from the reign of Emperor Guangzhou is not only an absolute rarity, but it is a conditional rarity as well, as the finest known coin of its type by a complete 2 points on the Sheldon scale. Only 3 other such coins have been certified to date, and of those, only one other example is in a mint state condition at MS64 from PCGS. This particular MS66 example from NGC stole the show and sold for an auspicious amount of $439,999.92. Another similarly rare coin was a proof-like example of the 1899 Jiangnan province 3 mace and 6 kandareens or 50-cent coin. Again, with this coin, only 4 examples have been certified by NGC or PCGS combined, with this one being the only MS-graded coin amongst those at a grade of MS62 proof-like. At the auction, this coin managed to set a record price of $312,000. The next example is a spectacular gold pattern coin, which bears the proposed but ultimately unadopted national emblem of the Chinese Republic, depicting a dragon and phoenix design. Struck in 1923, it was long speculated that this coin was struck in commemoration of the marriage of Emperor Puyi, although this theory has been largely dismissed in modern times. Graded by NGC at MS64, this rare coin raised an impressive $108,000 at the auction event. Next in line is yet another pattern coin, this time of the Dragon dollar, but featuring a very distinct long-whiskered dragon design. The obverse is also memorable, with Manchu characters along the upper rim and Hanzi characters below, both of these flanked by a very nice floral design. Struck in the 3rd year, which is 1911, this beautiful pattern appears to be from the Tianjin Mint and attained the grade of MS63 from NGC, which ultimately fetched a price of $93,000 in its turn. The following coin is a very interesting example that is open to a bit of speculation as to its actual reason for being. It is in fact a muling of 2 separate pattern coins, struck in brass. More interestingly though is that the 2 patterns were actually struck a few years apart from one another. Although the date of 1929 appears on the reverse, the obverse design was actually officially struck in 1932, meaning that this mule was likely struck after that time. NGC authenticated the coin with a grade of MS64 and it sold for $38,400. The turn of the previous century was a tumultuous time for the Korean Empire. Nestled strategically in the Korean peninsula, both China, Japan, and Russia were all vying for direct or political control of the region. This coin is a rare relic of that brief period when Russian influence was at its strongest. Struck in 1902, only 2 years before the Russo-Japanese War would cause the Russians to withdraw from the region almost entirely. The obverse especially features a distinctly Russian influence with the eagle design. Very few of these coins managed to survive, and this copper-nickel 5 Chon coin was authenticated by NGC with a grade of AU 58. $24,000 secured a new home for this interesting coin. A very interesting Chinese cash coin that was on display is this single-year type coin example from the Northern Zong dynasty, struck only between the years of 1126 and 1127 during the reign of Emperor Zong. An exemplary depiction of this extremely elusive 2 cash piece was given the grade of 78 by China's Huaojia grading service and sold for $13,200 by auction's end. Casting our net slightly wider afield from there, we discover a British 1937 quintuple sovereign celebrating the coronation of King George VI. Not an entirely uncommon coin in its own right, although certainly not something you simply stumble across either. The eye appeal of this particular piece makes it noteworthy, with a Proof 64 deep cameo designation from PCGS. The coin fell under the auctioneer's gavel for a very worthy $12,000. This 2 Kep coin is a pattern produced at the Birmingham Mint around the year 1835 as a model for a proposed coinage to replace the then still circulating shell money or cowries that were still in use in Thailand during that period. A mintage of only 500 pieces was recorded, but apparently King Rama III did not approve of the design and the coins were never adopted for general circulation. Graded by PCGS as Proof 63 Brown, this image of what could have been was sold for $10,250. This Type 1 gold Mohur coin from the East India Company with a continuous obverse legend is our next coin. Although it bears the date of 1841, the coin was actually minted between 1841 and 1850 with this design, the date remaining constant throughout. The coin's actual origins is actually a matter of some speculation, as the Bombay and Kolkata mints are often cited as the most likely origins of these coins. However, the privy mark of J.T. Smith, the mint master of the Madras Mint, does appear on the coin as well, leaving that as a possibility as well. Graded by NGC at MS62, the coin sold for $8,700. The next piece is not a coin at all, but simply, well, I just couldn't resist including it also. It is a proposed but unadopted design for the Military Service Medal to be awarded to the participants of what history would term as the First Opium Wars or the Anglo-Chinese War of 1839 to 1842. The design was apparently rejected as being too outwardly aggressive or graphic, depicting a British lion dominating a vanquished dragon. An interesting slice of the period's military history that sold for $8,400. Well, let me know what your impression was of these coins in the comment section below. Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon if you haven't already. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman, thanking you for watching and reminding you to keep collecting and have a great day.